back again. I'm Steve, one half of the Highwayman. My wonderful friend over there.
And I'm Jason, and I'm the other third. What are we talking about today, Steve?
Well, do you know what, Jay? This week, I was stopped in the street randomly by one of our local radio stations and asked if I'd ever considered DIY dentistry. And I was like, what? What's all this about? Anyway, transpires it's a big thing.
Wow.
DIY dentistry, because people are struggling to get into an NHS dentist these days. I've got to say, we're incredibly lucky where we live, and we don't have a problem at all. However, I thought, well, what's that all about? Went online, I can't believe it. You can actually go on Amazon, Jay, and buy kits to get rid of your own teeth, make another tooth to stick in, do your own fillings, rebuild it. Yes, genuinely, they're just on Amazon, just the same as a scouring pad or a blooming whatever you want to buy. They're there. It's the thing.
Would you want to be drilling? Would you want to be drilling your teeth yourself?
You can't have a. I don't think you get a drill, but you get all the little picks, and all that.
Oh, so you pick it all out and just sort of push some stuff into it, and hopefully that's the trick.
Yeah, and then you kind of like mix up this cement stuff. Yeah. And you do your own filling.
So would you do it?
No. Do you know what? I think twice about fixing my own glasses, let alone my teeth. So, no. Would you?
No. I mean, if I think, just to explain to people who don't know, so in England or in the UK, so we have our National Health Service, and it partially funds your dental treatment.
Yeah.
But not all dentists are National Health dentists. Some are private, so you pay the full price, and some are you get the same treatment, but it's kind of slightly reduced. However, years ago it was very easy to find an NHS dentist, whereas now it's becoming more and more difficult. Even my own dentist has said he's dropping his NHS patients now. He said he won't drop them all at once, but over time he will start dropping them off. So, I mean, I think I pay about £23 for a checkup. I think full price is about 45. I think.
Yeah, you're about right there.
And then obviously other things. But I mean, it's a bit funny enough. We were talking about this the other day. My wife, when ladies are pregnant, they get full NHS dentistry from the moment they're pregnant till about a year after the baby's born, I believe.
That's about right. Yeah.
And my wife, when we had our first child, she was only 21, bear in mind, and she had to have a crown. Now, I actually don't believe that she needed a crown. A crown's about £500. I actually think the dentist thought, oh, this is free NHS treatment. We'll stick a crown in there. Because she's never had one since. She's never had anything major with the teeth at all. We'll stick a crown in there. We'll stick a crown in there. Charge the NHS 500 quid for the benefit of it, straight in my pocket. So it did get. I mean, I'm convinced that was not necessary. But anyway, yeah. So that is how the NHS works. But yeah. Now, DIY dentistry, there's certain things I'll give a go. I mean, I've just fixed my toilets. They had a bit of a leak coming through from the overflow. Went on Amazon, bought a couple of rubber seals. Bob's your uncle. I'm quite happy to do that. But I think dentistry, I don't know. I mean, you've literally sprung this one on me this morning. Can you get on YouTube and see how to do it yourself?
Yes, you can.
Can you really? Yes. What, in the mirror? Like literally a mirror on your own? Wow.
Yeah. But how? Oh my God! The fact that our country, our NHS system, used to be probably the pride of the country, quite frankly, and it's declined. It's not just the dentistry side of it, but this is how appalling we are becoming now. We are bordering on third world country now, Jay. The fact that you have to go and even consider doing your own dentistry. I honestly can't believe it. I really, really can't.
I think the problem is now this cost of living crisis. I mean, again, I think the media don't help. They're making it a lot worse. Some people are going to have a gas bill of £500 a month. Is because the average gas bill is going to be after April this year. Gas only. I mean, it is crazy, and it is crazy.
It's beyond a joke.
Anyway, I think there's probably a video for next week, but. Yeah, I mean, I think the fact that people are resorting to that, and people will have to resort to that because it might be better than nothing. You know what I mean?
Well, this is it. If you're sat in pain, if you've had a filling drop out, the nerve is exposed, obviously it's going to be painful, it's going to hurt you to eat, and all the other bits and pieces. So the problem is they ring a dentist. If they're already with a dentist, then that should be all right, but they might be waiting weeks before they actually get in to see these people. If they're not already registered with a dentist, now quite often if you move house or something like that, you have to go and obviously re-register. And a lot of these places are not taking on any NHS patients anymore. And so what happens? They can't find a dentist. You know, where we live, there's there's 3 dental practices in the actual town centre.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are massive, quite funnily enough, one of them is in one of my old motorcycle shops.
Oh, really?
So it's dead weird. So when I go there, I'm sort of remembering when it was full of motorbikes, which is kind of weird. But they're really good. They are really good. But I gotta say, it seems a fair old turnaround of staff in there.
Really?
They, you know, it's very much get them in, get them out again type of affair. And the people behind the desk, I've never seen the same person twice. You know,
Wow.
there's a big revolving thing around there as well. And the other thing isn't a bad thing. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing by any stretch of the imagination. There isn't a Smith or a Jones or anything like that amongst any of the dentists.
Right.
Every single one is an exotic name. Let's put it that way. But they're all brilliant. You know, and I've got to stress that they're all incredibly good. That I work with the railway, and Lincoln University has recently opened. Whether it's a new course, whether it's another block, I really don't know. But it's a pharmaceutical medical medical course. Okay, so whether it's to become a chemist or whether it's to become a doctor, I don't know. But it's something along those lines. Holy crap, Jay! Holy crap! These people come in. They come from Leicester, and the trains from Leicester. You'd think it had come from I don't mean this rude. You'd think it come from Delhi, not because of the people that are in it, but the way that they travel. If they could sit on the roof, they'd sit on the freaking roof. Really? Absolutely crammed and packed to such a degree. And they all pile off. And of course, we're very stringent on safety. And it's the same when they're all going home. But they don't stand clear as they should do. They're all literally on the edge of the platform.
Just jump in.
Freaking loads of them. They would literally, jump in front of the train, given half the chance.
In China, don't they have? I think it's China. They have people literally like the conductor, not the conductors. What are the guys on the side? Are they the conductors? The guys on the side of the platform?
No. They're station staff. So
the station staff. But literally, there's people there literally pushing people, like squeezing them in, like pushing them in to get as many in as so the doors will close. You never seen that? I'm going to find you a video and I'll send it to you. Yeah.
But that's
anyway,
what it's like.
We're going off the subject of dentistry now, Steve.
Yes.
What else would you like to say?
I'm just staggered. I was absolutely staggered when I got asked about this, and then when I went online and had a look and saw how it's not just one company selling this. Yeah. There's lots competing for and it's not dear. 15 quid will buy you a kit to do it all with.
Well, it's like the whitening. I mean, the whitening kits were originally done obviously by the dentist. Teeth whitening was done by the dentist, and now, like you say, you go on Amazon and get whatever. In fact, my brother-in-law Chris, he bought a teeth whitening kit off Amazon. He severely burnt his mouth. He was in a real bad way for a couple of weeks. It's going back a long time now. Yeah, he was in quite a bad way for a few weeks. But anyway,
right.
Any more to add?
So there you are. So my advice, if you can't find a dentist, either dig a bit deeper in your pockets and pay privately, or move else where there is someone where they can look after you.
Or go to Turkey.
Or go to. Nah, some bad stuff coming out of there as well, Jay.
We went to Turkey years ago. We met a couple who literally went for dentistry every, if they had anything major, they'd go on holiday there because they could get the holiday and the dentistry done for the price of the dentistry in the UK. But obviously, a lot of people now are going for veneers, and they're not having veneers, are they? They actually file their teeth right down to stumps and put these caps on them. And to be honest with you, I'm not a fan of super straight teeth, for one. I don't think they look right. And I'm not a fan of really white teeth either.
No.
I really look at, these are my natural teeth. I've never had a brace or anything. And I went to the dentist a couple of years ago now, and he said to me, "Oh, do you know, you ever thought about teeth whitening?" I said, I could put a couple of shades white on your teeth. And I said, well, no. I said, I've never looked at my teeth and thought that they weren't white. And to be honest, I don't like white teeth. I don't think they should be that white. And even when you sometimes you watch some of the old Hollywood films, we'll say old 80s, 90s, even early 2000s, and people have got like normal teeth. And it's quite refreshing to see normal teeth and not this like perfect line. I mean, I was watching something a few months ago, and it was Kurt Smith from Tears for Fears. Remember him? And he had both sets done, but they looked like dentures because they just didn't look like real teeth, because they were just so perfectly straight and white, and they just look like dentures. So, I'm a big fan of normal teeth. And, I understand if you've got, really badly placed teeth or big gaps or whatever, people want to have them straightened and stuff like that. But sometimes it's a bit over the top.
Again, we're back to vanity, aren't we? I get it. If you're in pain, that's a different thing altogether. But I don't really get the vanity bit. But there you go, just from a different era.
But I think it's a thing that everybody has the same teeth because they're all going for the same thing. They all want to look like someone off the tele, like Ryland Clark. Do you remember when he had the big ones put in? He had his done, and he had them took out because they looked like too big for his mouth.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Running them in for someone else.
I know, literally, with a Trigger the horse, Shergar. That's what he did. He looked like he was running them in for Shergar, didn't he? Anyway, should we leave that one there?
I think we should. So there we are. It's the thing, DIY dentistry. So if you are in pain, check out Amazon. You can buy the kit.
Buy it, but don't do any damage. Be careful what you're doing. Thanks very much for watching.
Cheers, everybody.
Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. What else, Steve?
Very, very important, Jay. You got to get pressing that bell end.
Well done. Thanks for watching. Take care.
Cheers, guys.